कुछ दर्द थे जो समझे नहीं गए कभी, कुछ दर्द थे जो समझे नहीं गए कभी, पर हर आह में एक दुआ बनती गई. How is everybody doing here tonight? Yes. What a beautiful Sunday evening in Boston. Razia Begum, you and your team are awesome. Thank you for having us. A round of applause for all of you. On a beautiful Sunday evening, you could be doing something you enjoy. More than anything, a nice cup of wine do wonderful. But all of you are here, and thank you for your sponsors. At least chai or samosa to mil gaya. I am truly in awe of everyone here. Everybody brings some different perspective in life. And all of you who presented today, who are listening today, thank you so much. A round of applause for everybody who's holding a cause near to their heart, fighting for what is right in the world. Itne quiet hai, where is the applause? I hope today you learn some, connect more, and find strength and move forward with more conviction in your life. Whatever you do, and make this world a better place with your passion and empathy. If I ask you to introduce yourself, I have this question especially from the women in the audience. If I ask you to introduce yourself, where would you start? Now, if I ask you to exclude your husband, children, and work, what would your answer be? Could you still describe your identity beyond these roles? Settle that thought for now. My name is Jaya Pandey, and I'm here today as a mom, a wife, an immigrant woman of color, a friend, a blogger, a community builder, and above all, a person. Married my best friend Ashish, have 2 kids, moved out of India, and built a life here. And Boston is my home for the last 26 years. Story of my life, and I'm sure many of you would say, story of your life too, right? When Anand was 8 years old, he was diagnosed with autism. And that's where my life took another turn. I would not say it was shattered, but it was not what the perfect life we were expecting, we were thinking, we were having, we were dreaming. Things were different. Years ago, I was at the crossroad. I had a wonderful circle of friends. I am very, very fortunate. But after my son's autism diagnosis, I felt the absence of a friend who would understand Anand's mother. There were plenty of friends for Jaya, but Anand's mother was very, very lonely. And some of them came along. They did not look like me. They did not speak my language. They did not eat the kind of food I eat. But they were there for me. And I am so grateful for that village. And the gratitude became my guiding feeling since then. A few years later, that feeling led me to create a village for those kind of women, the kind of village which was non-existent in Indian community. 2017, I built a village, a group for women, Indian women, who have kids with special need. A group is not just difficult to go through. It is not. As of today, over 350 women here in Massachusetts worked hard to provide a village for their children, their family, their dreams. These women you would not find sitting in this audience, but those women are sitting in somebody's living room tonight, hanging out together so their children can have a safe space. A village where special need families, they have a support system. But the most important thing, to build friendship as women, not as mothers. These connections became lifelong friendship, and that came with the support, family, and resources. I wanted this to be a circle of support beyond their role as mothers. The foundation has fostered lasting friendship and allowed them to build a circle of support. I have a question for you again. How many of you can say you have a friend who truly understands you? Someone who knows your fears, insecurities, nightmares, and dreams. If you know her favorite destination, what brings her joy, does she keep you grounded, supports your vision, and can she read your mind? Tonight, I encourage you to think about who you are as a person. Do you connect with someone as individual, or just as a mom, wife, or a colleague? Let's set it for today and then make a list. Tomorrow, you will have the answer. Do you really have a true friend in your life? I would love to know if you have an advocate, a connector, a mentor, a confidant, or a fun friend in your life. As women, we are raised to push beyond our limits. We want to be the perfect mom and perfect wife, but we rarely pause to analyze what it is costing us. We need to change the notion. Rest is not laziness. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It gives your friends a chance to be part of your life. Self-care is not selfish. Stopping and filling your empty cup before pouring is wisdom. You matter, not only in these roles, but as a person. Families are usually reluctant to talk about hardship. Mental health conditions are considered to be a weakness and never discussed within families. Often, this is kept as a well-guarded secret. Parents worry about what others would say about them, their child, and their families. As a result, they are reluctant to share, even in their close social groups, even among friends. Here comes another question for you. How many of you have supported a friend who went through some loss, health scare, sickness? How many of you have supported a cause like domestic violence, education, environment, underprivileged family, women, and so many times, political philosophies? In my perfect world, I would like to the same number of you supporting mental health and disabilities. Be the friend who checks in. Be the woman who speaks up, and be the light that helps someone else find their way. We need to bring some basic changes and be able to talk about difficult topics. We need to stop glorifying parenting. So if parents are having a difficult time, they should be able to voice and seek help. I'm endlessly grateful to my village, my family, my parents, my sisters, and the Pandey men. I get to be who I am only because of their love and support. मैं अकेला ही चला था जानिबे मंजिल की तरफ, लोग साथ आते गए और कारवां बनता गया. Thank you for having me.